If she could steal $150 from me, she would have no problem stealing $1,000 from me, if not more.
What have I done to anybody but to get money?
Hey, it's Bri, and I have a story for you. If you've been here before, thanks for stopping by. And if you're new here, go ahead and click that red button and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell for notifications, because I know after this story, you guys are gonna wanna see Bri all the time, every time I upload. So I'm back with another juicy story time. This one is about how I caught someone who I thought was my friend trying to steal from me. Let's get into this story, because I don't know what it is about me that makes people feel like they could just do me dirty and get away with it, but I'm not going for that.
Not a good day. Okay? Not back to that shaking the table.
During this particular time in my life, I was going through it. I fell out with one of my friends. If you watch my channel religiously, I already made like an hour-long video talking about that situation. I was quite literally depressed, and I was kind of like isolating myself because I just felt like terrible about myself. And I remember one day I was going through my notifications on Instagram because I left a comment on somebody's post that was getting a lot of attention. Like, a lot of people were leaving likes and comments. I was going through my notifications because I was like, why is this comment blowing up? So I'm scrolling on Instagram, and then I got to like the bottom of my notifications, and I noticed Instagram was suggesting people's profile to me. And a lot of the people that Instagram was suggesting were people that I knew in real life. Like, some of these people I literally forgot about. Like, I have not seen them in years. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I went through a phase where I felt like the entire world was against me and everybody was my hater. So I'm not even gonna sit up here and make it seem like I did not take absolute pleasure in stalking some of these people, because I know for a fact that they don't like me. And I was going through some of these Instagrams like, damn, homie, in high school you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? Until I came across this one girl's profile who I actually had fond memories of. And we're gonna go ahead and call her Tasha. Now, here's the backstory on Tasha. Before I found God, I was living my life like I was a character on Euphoria, okay? And back when I used to party, Tasha was a part of the friend group that I used to go out with. So we weren't besties, we were more like associates. Like, I remember having some fun times with Tasha. I definitely remember going to Denny's drunk as fuck with this bitch. We had sleepovers together. She was definitely the homegirl. When I saw her profile, I went ahead and followed her because I'm not a hater. This is very important to the story, and I almost forgot to tell you guys this. I knew Tasha during my sugar baby era, specifically when I was scamming sugar daddies online. So I know Tasha from way back, like before I even started my YouTube channel. That is very, very, very important to the story. When I met this girl, I was the kind of friend that would show up to the bar and buy everybody drinks. So just how I have fond memories of Tasha, I'm sure Tasha had fond memories of me. When I followed Tasha on Instagram, I was just like, oh my God, there goes an old friend. She's still cute. I want to follow her. Tasha is the one that ended up sliding in my DMs telling me that she wanted to hang out. And I'm not trying to make it seem like Tasha was thirsty. Like I said, I hung out with this girl frequently at one point in my life. So I'm never gonna get on the internet and make it seem like, oh my God, Tasha was so desperate. All I did was follow her and she was in my DMs begging to hang out. That's not what happened. I told you guys, I had recently fell out with one of my friends. Tasha inviting me to hang out with her was like a fresh start. It was like an opportunity for me to start all over again and to kind of prove to myself that I'm not a bad person. I don't know, you guys, I was insecure, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I'm not ashamed to admit I was trying to prove something to myself. So reconnecting with somebody that kind of saw me during my wild era when I was really outside, that just felt like a safe space for me to start over, because I'm like, this is an opportunity for me to show just how much I've grown, if that makes sense. So the friend that I fell out with, we used to do a lot of activities together. We used to go to the gym together. We used to go thrifting together. We used to do a lot of like self-improvement activities. That was my girl. Like, she constantly got me out the house. I was kind of looking for somebody to fill that void. So when Tasha hit me up, I suggested that we hang out every week. I was on a hiatus from my channel during this time in my life, so I kind of needed the content. In the beginning, everything was cool. We would go out for food, meet up at cute little cafes. Sometimes we would even go to the beach. Tasha was really obsessed with growing her TikTok, so she was getting her content as well. When we would hang out, occasionally we would talk about our old friend group, and Tasha would share stories with me about how she ultimately decided to stop hanging out with those people as well. But she never threw anybody under the bus. It wasn't like she was vindictive. She wasn't looking for the opportunity to gossip about somebody that we used to be friends with, because if she was like that, I would not want to kick it with that bitch. I'm very much about the future. I don't really care about the past. So I really like that about Tasha. I thought to myself, you know what? I could really kick it with this bitch. Tasha was giving me no red flags. I thought I was in the clear for a beautiful friendship. It got to a point where I actually looked forward to seeing Tasha. We would send each other TikToks and YouTube videos back and forth and give each other suggestions. But like I said, I guess it's something about me where bitches just really want to test me.
What have I done to anybody but to get money?
And these bitches better be lucky that I believe in God. I'm not the bigger person because I want to be the bigger person. I'm the bigger person because I'm scared of God, bitch. I'm scared that if I get my lick back on you, he's gonna discipline me, and I don't want to go through no more lessons. So I let shit slide because I read the Bible and I understand that vengeance is not mine. If I'm a good person to you and you feel like you need to stab me in the back, that's you signing up for your own karma. I don't need to get my lick back. That's the crazy part. And you know what? I think I'm just now realizing that as I sit here and tell you guys this story. If you show up and you're genuine and you're authentic, if somebody decides to stab you in the back, you never ever need to get your lick back. Karma is gonna get that bitch.
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
I feel like we reached a point in the story where I can admit that Tasha is a part of the reason that I decided to take a break from my channel. I had so much content and I ended up having to delete it when I realized what kind of bitch Tasha was. And she was definitely not the kind of bitch that could be trusted. I was not gonna upload videos with somebody that quite literally thinks it's okay to steal from me. But you know what I will do? I'll make a story time about you, bitch. I'll expose you. That's what I'll do. But let me get into it. Let me tell you guys what happened. Let's get into the details. So like I explained to you guys, I was hanging out religiously with Tasha. One day, she invited me over to her house. We were cool at this point. So she felt comfortable enough to let me know, I really don't have it like that right now. I paid rent late, but if you want, you could come over my house. I can make you dinner and we could bake cookies. At this point, I still thought that I was gonna do Vlogmas. So I thought the idea of her inviting me over her house and cooking dinner was really good content. So I told Tasha that I had a lash appointment that evening. So before I went to her house, I was gonna have to stop at the bank and get cash because my lash tech was having problems with her cash app. So Tasha knew that I was gonna have cash on me. I get to Tasha's house. She already has everything set up. Dinner has already been started. While we're in the kitchen, we're taking shots and Tasha is telling me all about her boy problems. It's safe to say I was a little bit distracted. Now here's the thing about me. When I start drinking, I have to pee. So I kept running to the bathroom the whole time that I was at Tasha's house.
Later.
It was time for me to head out. I was already at Tasha's house for like 3 hours at this point. So I decided that I was gonna go to the bathroom one more time before requesting my ride and going to my lash appointment. But for some reason, when I went to the bathroom that final time, I just got this feeling that I really needed to sober up. And I remember standing in the bathroom looking at myself in the mirror like, Brianna, you got to get it together. Because we were taking Hennessy shots the entire 3 or 4 hours that I was at her house. Now, I was lit. So I don't know how long I was in that restroom giving myself a pep talk. But what I do know is when I finally came out the restroom, all of a sudden my discernment kicked in. Something felt off. So you can imagine how confused I was trying to figure out why my purse was wide open, because I don't even play like that. So I'm standing there stuck on stupid, trying to remember if I needed to go through my purse for anything before I went into the restroom. And here comes Tasha giving me another round of shots.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Now, don't get me wrong. I did take the shot from that bitch. And immediately after, I asked Tasha why my purse was wide the fuck open. I don't know about you, but when I'm 2, 3, 4, 5 shots off the Henny, I don't give a damn. I took my shot and I was like, bitch, did you go through my purse? Because we were actually getting busy in the kitchen, I decided to leave all my belongings on the couch. So my purse, my jacket, even my shoes were in the living room area. Why did this bitch tell me, yeah, I did go through your purse? I asked her, what do you mean, yeah, you were going through my purse? Like, why would you ever need to go through my bag, especially when I'm not in the room? I was trying to keep it cute, if you really want me to be honest. She tried to make it seem like she was helping me, and I was just being a paranoid ass bitch. Why did Tasha give me some whack ass, lame ass excuse talking about she heard my phone going off in my purse, and she was gonna bring my phone to me in the restroom, but I ended up walking out right when she grabbed my phone? I was like, that's weird, because my phone stays on do not disturb, so unless somebody called me back to back, you would not have heard my phone ringing anyway.
Somebody ain't doing the math right.
I was ready to beat this bitch ass. Like, lash appointment or no lash appointment, I felt like I needed to handle this bitch. She was never bestie in the first place. We was trying to work to get to that point, but now you got me fucked up.
You know, Carly, I really been your friend for a while, but she's starting to piss me off.
Something inside of me was like, check your wallet. I stopped going back and forth with this bitch. I walked over to the couch, reached in my purse, and that's when I noticed that my money was missing. I was so angry, bitch, I couldn't even move. You guys do not understand how hard I was fighting demons in that moment. I was mad on multiple levels. What made Tasha think that she would actually get away with stealing money from me? What made her think that I was that slow?
You. Are you dumb?
I immediately started tweaking out because I could not believe that that bitch actually stole from me, because I still had my lash appointment to get to. I put on my phone, requested my ride. I turned to Tasha and I told her, you have 6 minutes to give me my money back. Instead of just giving me my money, Tasha had the audacity to ask me what the big deal was, considering I don't work that hard anyway. And she was like, I actually work hard, I still don't make enough money. And I was like, what the fuck? I just told you that my sugar daddy fucked up my credit score. The only reason Tasha knew that I had a sugar daddy was because I was telling her how he stabbed me in the back. So I couldn't even believe that she tried to throw that up in my face. I was begging Tasha, please just give me my money back, because I did not want to take it there with that girl. I really do not like jail. They do not turn the lights off in there. You don't know what time of day it is when you're in jail. I wasn't built for that shit. Tasha definitely tried to play in my face, and I definitely do feel like she wanted to see me get out of character. And I was not gonna let Tasha bring me to that level. So you know what I did? I pulled a Karen. I had to flip the script. I had to flip the script. Now, if I know anything, I know for a fact that people hate when you bring up the police. And that's exactly what kind of time I was on, okay? Everything is fun and games until you bring up calling 911. I had to let that bitch know, you're not gonna get away with this. So if you think that you're gonna ruin my day, bitch, I'm gonna ruin your life. But when she saw that I was serious about calling the police, she made sure that my money magically appeared. Tell me why Tasha reaches into her back pocket, pulls out the cash, and then tries tries to throw it at me. And you know what's crazy? I wasn't even tripping off the fact that she tried to disrespect me by throwing my money at me, because I got my money back in a timely fashion to where I didn't even have to request a new ride. As soon as she threw that money at me, I made sure that it was all there, and I respectfully went downstairs, got in my ride, and went to my lash appointment. And I made sure to block that bitch number and Instagram on my way to my appointment. Because you tried it, bitch. What made Tasha think that if I went to the bank and I took money out specifically for my lash appointment, that I would just be okay with her taking money out of my purse? She just basically saw me as a meal ticket, which I kind of feel like is fucked up. Like I said, I showed up genuinely ready to establish a solid friendship with this bitch. But at the end of the day, I was happy that she showed me her true colors. And she didn't take long to do it. Because imagine if I kept this bitch around. If she could steal $150 from me, she would have no problem stealing $1,000 from me, if not more. And you know what really blew my mind about this whole situation? The entitlement. That's what really let me know that she was never my friend. After that situation, Tasha did continue to reach out to me from various Instagram pages trying to apologize. But honestly, she never got a response. Sending me an apology from your business page is pretty whack as fuck. Like, girl, just leave me alone. Clearly, I don't want to talk to you. And unfortunately, it's story times like this that really make me want to isolate myself and avoid people in general. You know what I'm saying? Because it just feels like at the end of the day, everybody has an ulterior motive and nobody is really genuine anymore. It's not fair and it really is fucked up, but it's life. With that being said, the sun is killing me, bitch. Let's go ahead and wrap this story up, okay? If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Support your girl. Get those fingers moving in the comments below and let me know how you guys feel about this disrespect. It really took me out the game. I just could not wrap my head around it. So I'm curious to see what you guys think about this situation in those comments below. With that being said, I love you guys so much and I will see you in the next video. Till next time.